What's up, guys, and welcome to Wall Street Millennial. Recently, AMC has experienced yet another short squeeze, with the stock increasing 36% in less than 2 days. It reached an intraday peak of $14.02 on Friday, May 14th. This brings AMC to almost where it was around the second GameStop short squeeze in mid-March. At its current price of $13, it is more than 6 times its $2 price before the original short squeeze in January. During the pandemic, AMC was heavily attacked by short sellers who thought the company would go bankrupt. By the end of 2020, it looked as if the prediction would come true. They were running out of cash and the stock fell to a low of $2. However, with the help of Wall Street bets, the stock is now 73% above the pre-pandemic level. They also have more than $1 billion in liquidity that will allow them to comfortably survive until movie-going rebounds this summer. In a recent earnings call, AMC CEO Aron praised Wall Street Bets and said he's more than happy to have retail investors as the owner of his company. The support from the CEO has further legitimized Wall Street Bets and driven even more hype around AMC. Many Wall Street Bets apes now call Aron the Silverback, as he is the leader of the apes. Wall Street Bets' pumping up of AMC stock almost certainly saved the company from bankruptcy. This saga shows the growing power of individual investors. CEOs will increasingly have to consider the desires of retail investors as they become more important in the markets. Throughout 2020, AMC's short interest hovered at around $100 million. In early 2021, the GameStop short squeeze took AMC to the moon with it. This short squeeze caused short sellers to lose billions of dollars. Instead of giving up, short sellers doubled down. They figured after the run-up, AMC shares were almost certainly overvalued and will have to come back down eventually. Also, with AMC's market cap exceeding $5 billion, there is a larger free float to support the short position. Thus, short interest went up to almost $900 million in April of 2020, the most up-to-date figures. AMC took advantage of the elevated share price by issuing more than $1 billion of new stock. On May 13th, they announced they successfully completed an offering of 43 million shares, which raised $428 million of proceeds. Normally, when a company issues more stock, the price goes down. This is because the new stock dilutes the existing shareholders' stake in the company. However, in the case of AMC, the opposite actually happened. The new money raised further strengthens AMC's balance sheet. They now have over $1 billion in liquidity, which is the most they have ever had in their history. This liquidity gives them more than enough time to survive until the summer season and takes bankruptcy risk off the table. Many retail investors saw this news as a bullish sign and piled into AMC. With short interest at record levels, this induced another short squeeze and sent shares skyrocketing more than 30%. In the first quarter earnings conference call, AMC CEO Aron was very supportive of Wall Street Bets.
I'm quite optimistic about the new shareholder base of AMC. Just go on Twitter. Just go on Reddit. Just go on YouTube. Read what these people write. They love AMC. These are not people who are just going to be investors in AMC. These are going to be customers of AMC who come to our theaters and enjoy watching movies at our theaters as paying guests. So I love the idea that we have a passionate, committed, enthusiastic shareholder base. And I'm sure that as we work together, management and ownership, we'll come to the right answer. Look at what we've achieved, the whole point of my prepared remarks. Look at what we've achieved in the last year. We're going to achieve good things the next year and the year after that too. The only thing that'll be different though is before, when I wanted to talk to the company's ownership, I could fly to Beijing and I could sit down with 3 or 4 people and they had 75% of the votes. Or I could talk to some of you, analysts, who were in frequent contact with people who also had huge percentage votes of our company's shareholding base. We could go on non-deal roadshows with you all and meet this institutional investor or that institutional investor and make our case and make our pitch. Well, it's going to be a little different now because I don't have 5 people in one office. I don't have 15 securities analysts who talk to all these institutions. We've got 3.2, we say we have. As on March 11, we had 3.2 million people who we're going to have to talk to explain what the company's up to, what the company's doing, what the company wants to do, why we want to do it, how it impacts them, and do they agree with it. And so you're going to see a lot more outreach to literally millions of investors in our company, and it's going to be quite public. I've started tweeting again. Back when I ran the Philadelphia 76ers, I was tweeting 15 times a day. And I don't think I've tweeted 15 times a year in the last 5 years at AMC. But I started tweeting again. And we are communicating with our shareholder base. Some of you may have seen a YouTube interview that I did. Try getting 4 minutes on CNBC. That's pretty hard. Well, we got 90 minutes on YouTube, and it had 250,000 views. And, on YouTube, they get to grade it. They give you a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And the last time I looked, over 20,000 people took the time to rate it, this 90-minute interview, and 99.4% of them gave us the thumbs up. So it's going to change the way we communicate, and it's going to change who we communicate to. But I'm very confident that the outcome will have a happy ending.
Aron's comments predictably were met with great exuberance from Wall Street Bets. They now call him the Silverback of the AMC apes. Wall Street Bets users refer to themselves as apes to represent the sense of community on the subreddit. This terminology comes from the hit film Rise of the Planet of the Apes. In the movie, the protagonist Caesar says apes together are strong. A single ape alone is weak, but when they work together, they can accomplish great things. The collective action of the Wall Street Bets apes saved AMC from bankruptcy. Large male gorillas grow silver hair on their backs, leading to the name Silverback. Typically, a large silverback gorilla is the leader of his tribe. In the view of Wall Street Bets, Aron is now the silverback at the head of the AMC bull case. The stock market is a mechanism for allocating capital to companies. If a company's share price is high, it has the ability to issue new shares and use this money to fund growth projects. Investors decide which companies have good growth prospects and bid up their share prices accordingly. On the flip side, when short sellers think a company is doomed to fail, they push the price down by shorting. This is what happened with AMC in 2020. Traditionally, these capital allocation decisions were made by big hedge funds and institutional investors on Wall Street. However, with the rise of Wall Street Bets, the balance of power has now shifted in favor of the individual investor. Retail investors now have the power to move stock prices to the tunes of tens of billions of dollars. However, success is not guaranteed. AMC's issuing of new shares has significantly diluted the ownership stake per share. In March of 2020, they had 104 million shares outstanding. After their most recent capital raise, they now have 443 million. That's more than a 4 times increase. Despite this dilution, the share price is more than 70% higher than the pre-pandemic levels. To justify this share price, AMC's attendance and revenues will have to far exceed 2019 levels over the next couple years. This is far from certainty, but with the help of Wall Street Bets, the AMC silverback Aron lives to fight another day. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video. If you like the content, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for future videos. Also make sure to check out our second channel, WSM Research, where we post DD on high growth stocks. If you want to support this channel, click the join button to become a channel member. Channel members get access to our videos one day in advance and get to vote on some of our video topics. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Wall Street Millennial, signing out.